What's up? What's up? It's your boy Saucy Rossy coming at you hot and heavy with some delicious game day nachos. Now, I used a piece of smoked brisket on these and it turned out to be a 10 out of 10. So make sure you like and subscribe. Join my ever-growing community of home cooks and let me show you the perfect way to make game day nachos for your get together. Oh boy. Start off, get yourself just a piece of brisket. That's what's really important here. It's going to be the star of the show, along with these Casa Bonita tortilla chips. Casa Bonita makes a lot of great products for making nacho chips, so I highly recommend you check them out. I'm going to be using their salsa, 2 of their quesos today, and the tortilla chips. So starting off, let's just get those tortilla chips kind of like laid out nice and equal. We're going to lay them down in a nice layer. Try and get the entire pan covered over. Then we're going to go in there with some red onion and some diced tomato. Now, I'm also using Compliments pickled jalapeno peppers today. I find these are just fantastic on nachos, and I highly recommend, if you have access to pickled jalapenos of any kind, you try them out on some nachos. It's just a 10 out of 10. Perfect way to add a little bit of heat, but not too overwhelming. Where it's pickled, it brings a little bit of that intensity from the jalapeno down, so it's great and everyone can enjoy it. Then I went on with some Compliments Tex-Mex cheese. I picked this all up from Sobeys, just like the rest of the products here. And yeah, I gave it a thorough coating. Really want to make sure we get a good layer of cheese on there for our base layer. This is going to be the foundation of all our nachos, so it needs to be strong and secure with some cheese. Then I'm going to grab myself this piece of brisket. Now, I smoked this brisket on my offset smoker for 14 hours. I rested it for an additional 10 hours overnight, and as you can see, this is just tender as can be, falling apart with just my fingertips going at it. So I made sure to rip up the piece of brisket in a nice little hunks, some good bite-sized mouthful pieces, and then just make sure you evenly kind of spread it over the top layer here. That's really important. Make sure things are good and spaced out. You want every single chip to have a lot of cheese, some veggies, and some meat. And you want it all to kind of like cohesively join in together. You don't want to just kind of have stuff falling off. You want everything to stick together and, be fantastic. All right. So now we've finished our first layer. Let's repeat the entire process, and we're going to get a second layer on here. And this is going to be just deadly. Okay, so grab those tortilla chips and let's go ahead and spread them out evenly. Get everything covered over so we have a nice little layer. Then I'm going to throw all that red onion on there, just like I did before. Then some tomato, pretty straightforward. And then we're going to go back in with those pickled jalapenos that I had before from Compliments. And again, what I'm trying to do here is evenly spread everything out and distribute it. Really straightforward stuff. If you see stuff clumping together, just pick it up with your hands and spread it out. It's perfectly fine. Then I grabbed a little bit more of my brisket, and oh boy, this stuff is, like I said before, just melting apart, falling apart. It's like it's butter almost. My fingertips are like destroying it. It's insane. Oh, and just to mention like how good it smells, I can't believe how delicious this stuff. It's so fragrant. Like, oh, my kitchen smells incredible right now. So with the brisket, I'm just making sure, again, I know I'm being a broken record here, but making sure stuff is nicely spaced out. I'm just trying to make sure there's no huge like clumps, no like specific part of the nachos that will be almost like overwhelming for the chips. Now for my final layer of nachos, I always go cheese last, and usually I put a little bit more on the top here because I try and really finish this off. This is like the final presentation layer for the nachos. So I'm also going to play a little party trick here. I'm using Casa Bonita yellow cheese and Chipotle salsa queso dip, and I'm throwing just a little bit extra on top. Nothing too crazy. We're going to drop a couple hunks here and there. Just small amounts. And what that will do is it will just kind of create little pools of that on the nachos. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing with my queso white cheese and jalapeno salsa from Casa Bonita. And this stuff is actually my favorite. I think this is my favorite like sauce and salsa that they make. I'm so psyched to put it on top of these nachos. You can see I put like twice the amount as the yellow cheese and chipotle salsa. But either one is absolutely delicious. I'm just obsessed with this stuff though. And these are my nachos that I prepared. So I threw them in the oven at 325 for about 10 to 15 minutes. Everyone's oven's a little bit different, but just check it regularly. And this was the result, you know, that queso. It just kind of cooked down a little bit. The cheese melted in. Oh, that brisket smells so good. I can't believe it. These are the nachos I'm going to be enjoying with my buddies this game day weekend. So, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you stopping by on my channel. Remember, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And I may be moving over to Facebook soon. But thanks again for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Take care, stay safe, have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you enjoy some great food. Have a wonderful day.